somebody who did not study journalism. Because me, I studied journalism. And that is why I'm saying that for you to be called a journalist, you must have studied journalism somewhere. He did not.
Okay,
even you that you are talking to me now. Listen, listen to me. You brought fact. You brought fact. No.
In fact, this is the trending video since yesterday. The fight. Small quarrel when it burst out from Arise News yesterday between Rufai and Dele, the wicked spokesperson. In fact, that argument, in fact, you don't need to miss this argument. Waiting caused this argument, and Dele Momodu now even caused this quarrel. This man say Dele Momodu should not be called journalist. He's not a journalist, he's just a photo book. That you don't call a journalist, that he is the only one that should be called journalist because he studied journalism in school. He can't even make us understand that Rufai, who's sitting on the Rise News, does not study journalism in school, that he studied animal science. If I quarrel, now small man, I will say they did the same place for studio, maybe they for 5 small. Anyways, let's watch this video first.
Let me finish. You brought out facts. Let me also give you fact. Oseni Rufai, you studied animal anatomy and you are in Arise as on-air personality. You cannot face me and call yourself a journalist. I will agree with you because you did not study journalism. I did. Dele Momodu did not. So he cannot face me and tell me that he studied journalism. He's a journalist. I am a journalist. Dele Momodu is not because he did not study journalism. Simple. You want the ticket to be sold to the Southeast. All these things are just trying to be clever by half.
Okay. I want to set some records straight, and these are facts. I deal with facts alone. Dele Momodu got his first job with African Concord magazine in May 1988. Then he also worked at National Concord, Sunday Concord, Business Concord, and the Yoruba newspaper Ishokon. And afterwards, he went on to Classic, another magazine outfit. At some point, they said he was the highest paid editor in Nigeria. So the assertion that it was a picture book Dele Momodu was making, that's not true, because he only set up Ovation in 1996 after I went on exile. So, and I'm not sure you're going to call the likes of Concord, a prestigious newspaper outfit, a picture book in this country. Fact one, taken out. Secondly, I want you to provide us empirical facts that Dele Momodu is on Atiku Abubakar's pay list. Probably, maybe bank details you are privy to of how he's being paid and other factual evidence to support your claim.
What? Are you done?
Yes, I'm done, sir.
You are done with your facts. Then you miss out one fact. You miss out the fact that Dele Momodu went to university to study Yoruba. On the normal thing, when you study Yoruba, what are you supposed to become? Are you not supposed to become something like maybe a teacher, or probably you have studied Yoruba in the process, maybe you also studied some pastor of Ifa. You're supposed to have become a Babalawo now. So how do you come out and tell me that somebody who did not study journalism? Because me, I studied journalism. And that is why I'm saying that for you to be called a journalist, you must have studied journalism somewhere. He did not. Even you that you are talking to me now. Listen to me. You brought fact. No, let me finish. You brought out facts. Let me also give you fact. Oseni Rufai, you studied animal anatomy. And you are in Arise as on-air personality. You cannot face me and call yourself a journalist. I will agree with you because you did not study journalism. I did. Dele Momodu did not. So he cannot face me and tell me that he studied journalism. He's a journalist. I am a journalist. Dele Momodu is not because he did not study journalism. Simple.
Okay. For purposes of public education, look, what we did, what happened, the people who came before us, Stanley Makebu and all, other leaders in this profession in Nigeria, what they did was to design a multidisciplinary perspective for the practice of Nigerian journalism. And that was why you will find people from various disciplines. At the Guardian, we had somebody who had a master's degree in architecture, who was in charge of housing. We had people who studied science, who were in charge of the science pages. We had people who had military background, managing the defense section. So it's not as if in the modern age, you must have a mass comm, degree or have particular specialization. So it's a multidisciplinary field.
I think I have a response of response. Mr. Leary, I asked you a clear question. Can I finish? No, let me finish. Okay, respond to you. Let me respond to Oga Ruben, your Oga first. I will come back to you. Let me respond to your Oga first. You see, Nigeria Press Council
Nigeria Press Council, as there is a guideline. Before you can be called a journalist, you must have a diploma in journalism. That is the standard. Go and read provision of Nigeria. Go and read it.
Okay.
So you must have diploma in journalism.
Okay.
And even NUJ will tell you that you must. That was the reason NUJ set up International Press Institute for people to be trained as journalists. That was the reason. The reason NIJ was set up was for people to be trained as journalists. For you to become a journalist, even if you have obtained degree, you must go to either NIJ, International Press Institute, to do a diploma, a 1-year diploma in journalism. That is a standard. If you have not done that, to my mind, you are not a trained journalist.
Mr. Leary Olayinka, I mean, a couple of things. Number one, I asked you a question and you pivoted. Rufai Oseni was not the subject matter. The fact at first, your assertion was that Mr. Dele Momodu was printing a picture book, and I proved you wrong by giving you facts that I worked with Concord, a reputable outfit.
I'm no longer hearing it.
And for your education, it's obvious you don't even know that journalism is broad. And there needs to be a lot of education. There's multidiscipline in journalism. And I have also done a lot of work and a lot of training in this business across board, being a journalist for over 20 years. So your assertions are wrong, and obviously it is incumbent on you to get a lot of education.
You see that one? You see, it's like sometimes they deliberately send some people to the APC just to go and make quarrel, fight, Mr. Fat. Rufai, my guy, I like you. You are always on point, defending yourself. Yeah, that's very good. This man, I don't know that if this is an insult. He said Dele Momodu studied Yoruba in school. He should be teaching, or even become a Baba. You're not serious. These people. Now you don't forget that this era of technology, the journalism is so broad, like where you don't have to your first degree, you don't have to be a journalism. You study journalism your first degree before you become a journalist. Do you understand? Now when there is a lot of professional courses, a lot of courses you can take after your first degree to become a journalist, right? Doing journalism job does not really mean how many people study or how many people are working in the field of what they study today. No. Especially here in Nigeria. So how many people are in the field of what they study, doing exactly what they study in school? Now there's a lot of courses, professional courses that you can do and advance in your study, your qualifications, and go into so many things. You can do a lot of things. This one is so vast. Anyways, this quarter, I'm waiting for the right to. I mean, Dele Momodu to have right of reply, and he will definitely come back to reply to this heavy allegation, saying that was that. APC members, wiki. Anyways, please share this video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run out for me now. Subscribe to this YouTube channel.